and say hi. Hi. Okay, we're going to do a quick makeup tutorial. I've already done one side of Mia's eye, and so we're going to quickly go through the rest of it. So I'll try and talk through what we're doing while we're doing it, and have her lean in and do some close-ups and take a few pictures as we're going as well. So, all right, here we go. She already has her foundation on, so we started with that. And then after that, I always do the eyes. Mascara like normal. And then when you start with the eye, you're going to start with, I don't know how well you'll be able to read it because it doesn't like to focus. This one is the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. And you're going to take that, you're going to cover the entire lid with that Sandstone Shimmer Pearl. I like to go up close to her, up to her eyebrow because it just kind of highlights that when you're on stage. And then if I feel like I need to blend it just a little bit because it's a cream to powder, I can just lightly touch it in there. So right now she just has that one color. And then you're going to go in with the garnet. And depending on how heavy you like it, Mia's kind of light skinned. So I'm just going to put 3 small little dots here in the crease. And then a small little line up against her lash line. Can you lean in, Mia? So that's what it looks like right now. Look at you peeking. And then I have a little smudger brush that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to start trying to blend that in. I'm just blending it into her crease line. Going about 3/4 of the way. And then back the other direction with that line that we drew. Double checking it as I go to see how we're doing here. I am pulling it out, turn that way, and lean in again. I am pulling it out away from her eyes into an angle here, just to help get some of that drama. And I actually want to make it a little bit darker, so I'm just going to put one more little dot in there. And then blend it a little bit more. You can go ahead and sit back while I do this now. I want it to be nice and dark. So, Mia, I'm going to have you turn the sound down on your song a little bit here. Okay. And while she's doing that, I'm going to keep going. Okay, so lean on in. So there is the eye, and then the last step on the eye is the eyeliner. You can use any eyeliner you want, but I like to use the Shadow Sense, and it's the Onyx color. And so I just take a little bit of black, I put it here on my hand, and then I'm going to come in with a fine eyeliner brush. Let me see if I can move it where you can see it. There we go. I just, fill my brush a little bit. Then I'm going to use it as an eyeliner here on her eye, following the lash line all the way across. You also want this to have a little bit of thickness to it. You've got to remember that you're on stage and that those stage lights are really bright. So it's important to make sure that you've got on your makeup thick enough, dark enough, heavy enough so that it is going to show up on stage. And then I'm going to let it dry a little bit. Mia, go ahead and lean in again. Keep your eyes closed. There we go. I'm going to turn your head this way just a little bit right there and take a picture. All right, and scoot back. While that dries, I'm going to go ahead and start on her blush. This is the Mulberry color that we're using for her blush. Turn and look this way. Keep your eyes closed. So on her blush, what I'm going to do is I like to make a line with a little bit of curve up. So what I'm really kind of doing is defining her cheekbone. And then I come in with an angled face brush, and I'm just going to start blending that in. This is going to seem pretty dark, darker than what most girls typically wear. But this is what really helps to define and bring color to the face when you're on stage. Can you lean in? And I actually feel like that might even need to be a little bit darker, so I'm going to go back and do it again. Lean forward again. So once again, I'm bringing that line in here. And your little baby hairs are getting stuck. I'm just blending that. Can you look really far towards me so that they can see? There you go. And turn the other way so they can see the side that has no makeup on it right now. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same thing over here. And all I'm just doing is blend, 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 blend to help bring out that cheekbone. Okay, look forward and smile for me. I also like to put just a little bit of color on the apples of the cheeks. All right, you can probably open your eyes up now. So now that her top liner is dry, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to do, I'm going to line underneath her eyes. You look up. And I'm just bringing this lightly in, except it got a little thick right there, but look straight. There is no such thing as too thick for stage makeup. Lean in close. And now I'm going to do the other side. And I'm going to have you lean in again so that they can see what I'm doing really well. Okay, look up. Like I said, I'm just following her lash line about 3/4 of the way, and then connecting it and bringing out that wing a little bit. Okay, lean back so I can see. And I just need to check and see if her wings are, oh, they're pretty close. And actually, close your eye. This top wasn't all the way dry, so there's a little bit of black smudging. Lean forward again. So you can see there's just a little bit in there, but really that's not going to make much of a difference. And on stage, what you could do, or if you were doing it for a competition, what you could do, you're just going to go back in and layer this again on top to help cover it up. Don't try and take it off, just cover it back up. One of the benefits of lip sense is that ability to just put it on top and not have to worry about mistakes. So then our last step is doing the lip sense. This is the blue-red lip color. Shake it up really good before you start. Shake, 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 shake. Right? All right. When you put lip sense on, you want to put on 3 layers all together, and each layer should be very thin. You don't want big, thick layers. So, and make sure that you let your layers dry in between each one. So I've got the brush loaded up here, and I'm going to start. I'm going to have you chin up. I'm going to start here on the bottom in one corner. Just going all the way around, trying not to lift it up. And trying to go in one direction all the way over her lip. Okay? So I'm going to do it again on the top now. Here we go. I hope I'm not leaning right in front of what you need to see. So I'm going that one direction. I started in the middle of her lip. I went all the way down, and now I'm going to pull down on the other side. Going that one direction all the way down. So it's a pretty thin layer right now. Okay, Mia's going to shake it. She's going to help fan it a little bit to get it to dry. You want to make sure that your layers are dry in between, because it's 3 thin layers. Making sure it dries in between each layer is going to help it to not be very sticky. There might be a slight tingling when you go to put this on, depending on how dry your lips are. And keeping moisturized lips will help with that, so that you don't notice that sensation as much. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go in again. I'm going to have you open up just a little bit more for me. So I'm starting on one side. Pulling the color all the way over and trying to limit how many times I pick the brush up. Starting here on this side, going down in one movement, and on the other side, going down on this side, in one movement, and fan it again, let it dry. Fan, 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 fan. Dry, dry, dry. I've seen videos with the lip sense, and I've heard tutorials where people actually get a blow dryer out to help dry it in between, so you can always do that as well. And then we're going to do our last layer. Yeah, it's drying pretty nicely on you tonight. So then our last layer, go ahead and smile. I want to see how it looks this time when she smiles, because she's going to be smiling and giving the judges all those faces. So we're going to make sure that that looks good and clean and straight. All right, she's going to let that dry. Can you lean in nice and close again? And close your eyes and smile with your eyes closed this time. I'm smiling and my eyes are closed. Oh, that's good. Okay, lean back. And fan it again. And then when everything's finished, the last step, you're going to put on your glossy gloss. This is going to seal in that color. The color should last for 4 to 8 hours. It could even last up to 12 or 18, depending on the makeup of the way that your skin reacts to it and how well it wears. So Mia, I'm going to go ahead, if you feel like it's dry. Yep, go ahead and put on your glossy gloss. It's going to help to really moisturize those lips. And you can put the glossy gloss on as many times as you need to throughout the day. How's it feel? All right, and what I want you to do is I'm going to have you kiss your hand and then show them. Anything come off? All right, so she's good to go. This makeup should be smudge proof and ready to go for the entire competition day. If you have any questions, you can let me know, or there's lots of other moms at the studio that sell lip sense and know a lot about it. So good luck.